breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. What would you do if this happened to you? We're going to listen to this and listen to this to the end. All right?
Guys who don't eat kitty kitty meow meow, because one time I went out with this guy who's a promoter, and he was like, hey, I want to take you out on a date, and I was like, cool, that's what's up. So I had him meet me at the Jaspers in Largo because I don't like people trying to come to my house because I'm a thief. And so he met me at Jaspers, and when we go to Jaspers, I was like, okay, where do you want to go? And he was like, oh, I want to go to the spot in College Park. So we go to College Park, and the spot is really his house. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't mind it because I'm ovulating and I'm feeling like a dog at this point. So we get into his room, and we're chilling, we're touching and everything like that. So I lean back so he can start eating kitty kitty meow meow, and he was like, oh no, I don't do that unless you're my girl. So I'm instantly turned off and I'm annoyed. So I'm like, yeah, I want to go home. And he's like, oh, all right, like, hold on. And he goes into the next room. And then when I look to my right, I peep that there's a whole bunch of money because he's a little fake promoter. So I decide to take a stack of money that's off the top, put it in my purse, and I just leave his apartment. And I start booking it because the apartment, the way it was shaped, the building, the way it was shaped, it was like it was locked unless somebody let you down or whatever. But I took the steps and then somebody let me out. So then I started booking it all the way to a hotel that was like up at the corner. And then I called an Uber from there, and I got home. And then he texted me and was like, oh, you're robbed for that, for leaving. And then he texted me a little bit later and was like, hey, did you take some money from my house? And I didn't say anything. And he was like, oh, I'm going to just check the cameras. So then I blocked him, and then he texted me from a text now number, and he was like, you just told on yourself. I don't even have cameras, but that's how I know you did it. And that's why I'm going to get somebody to come F you up. But I was like, find me. And I knew he wasn't going to be able to find me. So then 2 weeks later, I go on a new date, and I have the guy meet me at Jasper's, and he was like, yeah, we're going to go to this cute little quick kickback. We go to the kickback, and then lo and behold, he knows the guy, or they're in the same circle. So the little promoter is there. And so he starts spazzing on me or whatever. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like acting like I don't know this guy. I'm like, someone please get this black guy away from me. I'm so scared. I'm trying to pull the whole light skin in distress type situation. And it totally worked because the guy I was with was like, oh, he tripping. So the dude grabs my purse. But lo and behold, that was my favorite rainbow purse. And it had nothing but my rainbow lip gloss and an ID that was expired. And so he's just like, yeah, like he just snatched the purse thinking I would have money in it. But I never carry money when I go on a date because why would I? So I'm just crying and I'm like, let's leave, let's leave. So I get the guy to leave. And he's like, what was that about? And I was like, that's the guy that's been stalking me. And I'm so upset because I had my money in there. You remember I was supposed to go to the bank. So I'm trying to like low-key gaslight this man and make him remember that I told him I needed to go to the bank before I date, which I did say that, but I had already went to the bank. So he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I need that money for my son. I can't believe he has that. Can you go back and fight on my honor? So the guy was low-key a scary person. So he was like, nah, but he was like, you know what, I'm gonna help you out. So he goes to the ATM and then he comes back with a measly $600, and he was like, this is all I got. So I'm just like, oh man, I guess I'll make it work. I'm gonna figure something out. So I just started bawling, crying. So he felt bad. So I didn't even want him to touch me. So he was like, where can I drop you off at? I was like, hey, take me home. Low key, it wasn't my house. It was another guy's house that I really liked, and I was gonna go chill with him. So he dropped me off at the other guy's house, and I go there and I have fun. And then I wake up to like text messages of the guys like, yo, you're a lying ass bitch, all this stuff. And he was like, bro, I'm gonna come up there and I'm gonna beat you up, all this stuff. And I was like, catch me if you can, LOL, because they were just going to go to the other guy's house. They weren't even coming to my house. So then I just went back home, and then they kept like texting my phone, and I blocked them both. But then they started texting me from text now numbers, and I was just like, leave me alone. I don't know either of you Negroes. And then the other promoter guy started texting me, and I was just like, well, this wouldn't never happen if you eat kitty kitty meow meow. So yeah, that's why I don't like guys who don't eat kitty kitty meow meow, because they're crazy.
Yeah, is that crazy or what? Now, yeah, fellas, how would you feel if you met a girl that talked about you had to eat kitty kitty meow meow and how to move forward with it? She's sitting here talking to this dude, that dude, and all that. Keep it going. Let me know in the comments.